Hey everyone, this is Dhruvin and I welcome you all to my Power BI monthly meetup. This is the pre-recorded session which I have recorded before my Ahmedabad Power BI user group session. Before we get started, let me give you a little bit introduction about myself. I am working as Power Platform Specialist and Office 365 developer in one of the reputed company at Ahmedabad. I am a very active blogger and YouTuber having 120 plus articles and 400 plus tech videos. I am rewarded 3 times C Sharp Corner MVP towards my constant contribution towards the technology. These are my social media handles detail where you can follow me on my email, LinkedIn, Twitter and WhatsApp. I am going to provide my YouTube video link at the end of the session, so stay tuned throughout the session. One important thing that on my YouTube I am uploading new videos on different Power Platform components like Power BI, Power Apps, Power Automate and Power Virtual Agents. So do subscribe my channel so you will be getting notified whenever I am uploading new video on my YouTube channel. Now without wasting much time, let me talk about what is the agenda for today's session. In today's session, we are going to talk about three different things in Power BI. The first one is I am going to demonstrate the smart narrative visualization. I am going to talk about each individual thing about smart narrative visualization in detail, and with respect to that we will also talk about how we can use smart narrative as tooltip as well. After that we are going to talk about layer ordering in Power BI. And at last, we are going to talk about one of the interesting concept in Power BI service, which is lineage view enhancement with dataset and data source impact analysis in detail. So stay tuned throughout the session for these interesting things. Now, first of all, let me talk about smart narrative visualization in detail, right? We all know that last month during September 2020, Microsoft announced this new feature that is smart narrative visualization. Hope you all have updated your Power BI desktop with latest version of September 2020. Now, first of all, let me talk about what is smart narrative visualization and how it is useful in our day-to-day routine. The smart narrator visualization helps us to quickly summarize the visual and report by providing relevant out-of-the-box insights that are customizable. Most of the time, what we are doing is we are just copy and pasting some of the visualization from our Power BI report to PowerPoint or some other tool, and then we are adding some static content using text boxes and headers. So with the help of smart narrative visualization, all of this information we don't need to do. We can create interactive and customizable text and useful automatic insight using this visualization. So I know this is some theoretical part that might be bore you, but yes, when we see that in the demo you will be getting more idea. So basically, using this feature, creator can add the narratives to the visualization or report. Instead of posting screenshot of the report in PowerPoint, now we can add narratives to the report that are updated with every refresh, and end user can understand their data, get to key point faster and explain data to others as well. Right now, let me move over to my Power BI desktop file and let me explain you this thing with the help of practical example. As you can see that this is the report that I have developed here, right? So this is the COVID-19 report. Now I have added one chart. Now whenever I'm going to represent this report to someone else, I need to add some narratives over here, like what this chart mean to say by, right? Now this thing is something we can easily summarize with the help of smart narrative visualization. So what we can do is we can prepare this type of text box with the detailed information about our report. Right now, let's say whenever I'm filtering my report, you can see that these values are also been changing, right? Same way, let's say if I'm multi-select some point, so based on that as well, it is reflecting my data over here, right? So this is something that we can narrate with the help of smart narrative visualization. So basically, in short, it is providing one text box to our report which represent the narration of our report, right? You can add some sentences and you can add dynamic values over here which will be filtered automatically. Earlier, for this type of representation, what we are doing is we are just taking one screenshot of our report, and based on that we are copying pasting some PowerPoint, and then we are representing the report to the end client. Now that thing is not now this thing is available in out of the box Power BI report, and we can do everything within the single file. Right now I'm going to demonstrate each thing in detail over here, right? So now let me explain you how to do that. Before we get started, let me give you the overall idea about the data source that I am going to use during this report. With that, I am going to provide this PBX file as well for your practice, so you can practice later on your own. I am providing my GitHub repository link in the description box. Check out there and download all the code files from there. Now let's get started with the smart narrative visualization in detail. First of all, let me just remove this smart narrative visualization from this particular page, right? I just remove that, and now I'm going to create the step-by-step procedure in detail, right? Before we get started, this is the experimental feature, so make sure that you have enabled this feature from your preview feature. So go to file, options and setting and options, and make sure that you have enabled this preview feature on from your Power BI desktop, and make sure that you have updated your Power BI desktop with the latest version of September 2020, and you can see that this is the smart narrator visualization which is available as a preview, and you have activated that feature over here, right? So I already activated. I'm just canceling over here. Right now, in order to add the smart narrator visualization for this particular graph, what we need to do here is just right click on this graph, and now we have the summarize option over here. Just click on this summarize option, so that will automatically create insight for your visualization. And here you can see that these two lines are created automatically over here, right? So what it has added is Maharashtra accounted for 28.98 active cases, right? So what it does is, like, we just need to click here, so we will understand like what it has added here. So it has added a value with state with highest total of active, and active state with the highest total of active as percentage of total, right? So from this entire graph, it is showing highest number of COVID cases accounted in Maharashtra, and 28.98% are active. So it has shown that percentage as a total over here. Right now I want to represent some different thing over here. Like, what I want to represent here is from this particular graph, which state has highest active cases, which state has highest death cases, which has lowest cases, and which has extreme cases. Extreme cases means the state which has the greater than or equal to 1.5 lakhs active cases, right? And case summary is like in each month how much cases are registered over there, right? I wanted to have that information over there. Right now let me show you my data source. So in my data source I have two different table. One is state wise table. State wise table is something which is showing confirmed recovered death and active cases with respect to state, right? And if we want to have the detailed information about this state wise report, we just need to go to the state table, and here date wise information is stored. So we will be getting the information for each individual month with respect to this table, right? And the relationship between in these two tables are with respect to state, right? I just concluded this data source into two different parts that we can demonstrate this feature easily. That's the main reason, but in actual the report data set will be looking like some different manner. Like, now what we need to do here is, like, we already added this visualization over here, right? Now we wanted to add those information over here into my smart narrative visualization, right? So now what we need to do here is, first of all, let me add just a few labels over here. So let me paste my labels over here. So I'm just pasting my labels as highest confirmed cases, death, lowest cases, extreme cases, cases summary, and like this, right? Now I wanted to add highest confirmed cases over here, right? So we just need to place our cursor here, and this is the smart narrator visualizations text box over here, toolbox over here. Now we just need to click on value. Now what we need to do here is we just need to type like highest state wise data confirmed, right? So we just need to select this one. It will show you the suggestion as well. So at this moment you can see that the numbers are being shown, but I need the name of the state, right? So highest state wise data, state name. So we can just add a question like state wise data state which the largest state wise data confirmed, right? So it is showing the Maharashtra over here, so we can just need to save over there, right? So I just added that value, right? Now highest death in the state, right? So we just need to click on plus over here, and we just need to add state wise data state with highest death, right? It is also in Maharashtra, so let's just save that. So it has added this value. Now lowest cases, right? So we just need to add state wise data state with lowest confirmed cases, right? So Lakshadweep has lowest confirmed cases over here, right? So let's just save that value. Same way, I just wanted to add the extreme cases. See, this is something which is similar like Q&A visualization. As we are asking our question to Q&A, we are doing the same thing. Like now we just wanted to add the top extreme cases over here. So I'm just typing extreme cases. So you can see that this term has not been defined, right? So we just need to define this term over here. So this will open the same Q&A visualization pattern for us, where we need to define the term, right? So it has opened teach Q&A visualization for us. Now I just wanted to define this entire term over here, right? So just submit that which I wanted to define here, right? So what do we mean by extreme cases? The extreme cases means state-wise data is extreme if confirmed is greater than or equal to 1,05,000, right? So I just wanted to add like state-wise data is extreme if confirmed is greater than or equal to 1,50,000. Right? I just wanted to add this term, right? State-wise data if confirmed is greater than or equal to 1,05,000. So I'm just saving this thing, right? And now I can also check this term here as well. So you can see that I just added this term just now, right? Extreme case, state-wise data is extreme case if confirmed is greater than or equal to 1,50,000, right? So now let's close that, and now if we go here and if we just type top extreme cases, so it will give us the correct result. Top extreme top extreme cases. Okay, I just added some wrong spelling here, that's why it is showing like that. So we just need to add this spelling, but at that time just add the correct one, top extreme cases. Right, so it is also Maharashtra. Right, now we just wanted to add some summary as well, like in April, May and June how many cases are registered. So we just wanted to have those cases information from this particular table, state table. Right, so we are getting that value with respect to date. Right, how many confirmed, how many I just wanted to display here total confirmed cases. Right, so I just write like total confirmed, total state confirmed, because it is from the state table, state confirmed in April, total state confirmed in April. Right, so it is showing me the value like this. After that, same way we need to add a value for May as well. Same way for June, and July. Right, you can see that this has been added here. Now let's say for an example I wanted to add the same information over here. Right, so let's say I just wanted to double verify my data, like whether it is showing the proper information or not here. So let's just add this thing over here. And here it is, you can see that it is showing the exact number to us over here. Right, so it is working as expected. Right, now we just need to format our data. So let's just format my labels. So now I'm just formatting my this smart narrator visualization. So what I'm going to do here is I just wanted to make this labels as bold, and just need to change its font. So I'm selecting that and changing that value from here. Right, I want to change its color, so I will just change the color using this font property. Right, so this is how the smart narrator visualization will look like. Now let's say for an example, this is interactive as we told at very beginning. So let's say whenever I'm clicking on anywhere, you can see that everything is filtered accordingly over here. Right, now let's see if I'm selecting multiple things from here, it will add the result according to the multiple selection of value from here. right? So we can easily understand the end outcome from here. Like you can see that from the selected value, Jammu and Kashmir has the lowest case over here, so we can understand that thing. Now let's say I'm selecting this many of thing over here, so you can see that reflection has been changed. Like from among all of this, Delhi has the highest cases and highest extreme cases and highest deaths, right? So this is something that we can see over here into our smart narrative visualization. Right, now second thing that we need to consider here is the use of smart narrative visualization as a tooltip as well, right? So I'm going to show you the another demo for that thing. One important use case of this smart narrator visualization is that we can use this visualization as a tooltip as well. Let's say for an example, this is one of the graphs that I have prepared. Now let's say I want to customize my tooltip because narrative is something which provides lots of useful information over there, and I want to represent every single thing on my hover. So I can also use the smart narrator visualization as an interactive tooltip as well. To create that, what we need to do here is same way you just need to create your smart narrative visualization. We just need to set our page as a tooltip page. So for that, just go to this format property and we just need to go to page size, and from page size we just need to select that as tooltip. Right, now what we need to do here is to add that tooltip over here into this particular graph. We just need to select the graph, and from here we just need to go to tooltip section, and we just need to select report page as tooltip, and we just need to select a smart narrative tooltip over here. And here it is, like whenever you hover on anything, entire thing is filtered and it is totally interactive, and the smart narrative visualization you can see that as a tooltip as well, right? So this is really amazing, and this is the another use case that you can use the smart narrative as tooltip as well, right? So especially I love this feature a lot because it's useful in lots of narration purpose, and it adds some more value to our report for our end clients, right? Now this is one thing that we have completed. Now the second thing I'm going to demonstrate in this video is layer ordering. So now let me talk about what is layer ordering and how it is useful. So let's say for an example, let me go directly to my Power BI report and let me show you how this look like. Sometime what happen here is we are developing our Power BI report with the help of some shapes, right? So let's say for an example, this is one square shape which I just added beside my title, right? Now what happened here is accidentally I'm clicking here, like I'm trying to click on its header, and by mistakenly I just place my cursor here and this pop-ups appear. Now in order to remove that, we just need to click anywhere, and that is how it is being removed. But this is really frustrating for end client, right? So how can we remove that thing, right? For that, a new concept is being introduced, which is layer ordering, right? So what I have done here is, let's say this is the shape I have used, which is at the back side of my front visual, right? So we just need to set its layer order over there, right? Now in order to set layer order, what we need to do here is, let's say for an example, this is my text area that I added here, right? So we just wanted to turn that layer order for the position of the shape that we are adding here, right? So we already have this shape as a back part, right? So we just need to turn on its layer order. So what it will do is it will maintain its layer order always as back. So even if we click anywhere accidentally, it will not comes up with that particular shape over here in front of us, right? Now this feature is something which is applicable only for the publish mode. For Power BI desktop we already have selection pen, so we can try it with this thing, but in service definitely it is going to work. So now let me show you that thing in detail with the help of Power BI service. So let's say currently, let me just set its layer order as turn off, and let me publish that report, and then we will turn on and see the reflection. So at this moment I just turn off this feature. I'm just publishing this report to my service account. So I'm just publishing this report to any of my demo workspace over here. One interesting feature also came here, like now we can search our workspaces while publishing. This is really amazing. Let me go to my demo workspace as well here. And now this is the report that we have, layer ordering. So let's just open that. And now as you can see here, I'm clicking here and this thing is comes up here, right? Now I just wanted to remove that thing, right? So now I'm coming here, I'm just turn on my layer order, so it will always keep in back, right? Now let's just publish our report again. Let's replace it. Let's just refresh this report again. Now let me click here intentionally anywhere. So now you can see that layer order has been perfectly set, and now it is not being pops up anywhere, right? So this is how this layer ordering is something which is working in Power BI. So isn't that amazing? Right, so we covered the second topic as well. Now let's move over to our last topic, that is data source impact analysis and data set impact analysis, right? So this is one of my workspace and you can see all the report, data set, data source information over here. Now let's move over to the lineage view. So lineage view is something which will provide you the summary of your workspace, where you can see the different data sources, data sets, its corresponding reports and dashboards, right? Now let's say for an example, sometime what happen here is we need to make some changes in our data source or maybe in data set. Now we don't know how many reports, dashboard and viewers are affected due to that change, and we want to notify them in advance. So how can we do that? Right, for that Power BI service provide one of the interesting feature over here during this month, which is data source impact analysis. Like as you can see that this is my SQL Server data set, data source. This is my SQL Server data source, right, which has this data set. Now I wanted to know how many things are impacted if I make the changes to this particular one, right? So we just need to click on this impact icon, so it will show like it is used into 3 different workspaces, 0 data flows and 6 different data sets. So these are the things which will be affected due to this, right? So what we need to do here is we just need to click on this notify context, so it will notify all the users which we have set as a contact list for that particular workspaces. So it will send the email notification to them that this data source is being getting affected due to this time and this time, right? So this is something which we can easily check with this particular thing, right? Now one interesting thing, this is about the data source, meaning your Excel or SQL Server, any of the data source which you have connected, right? Now let's say there is some changes in some specific data set, like in SQL Server we have 6 different data set, but which data set is being affected, so we can also check its impact as well. So let's say whenever I'm clicking here, it will show that this is something which is affecting one workspace, one report, and at this moment no viewers for this report, so 0 views are there, right? And it is also showing the shared data set and non-shared data set as well. Like whenever we have used any shared data sets, so it is showing this people icon just beside this data set icon, and whenever we clicking here into show impact analysis, it will show like at this moment this particular data set is something which has the limited access for this workspace, and at this moment 2 workspace are being getting affected due to that, and 3 reports and 2 dashboards are being getting affected here, right? So here as well you can see that it is showing 3 different workspaces. So adults workspace, LMS, and this workspace is being affected, and 4 different reports are being getting affected and 2 viewers for this report at this moment. And it is showing the link as well, like whenever I'm clicking here, it will be redirecting me to the specific workspace over there, right? So this is something like it is very helpful, like when we are maintaining, when we are doing some maintenance on our data source and data set, and we just wanted to notify the corresponding contact person for that report, that time this will be very useful, right? So this is the overall idea about the data source and data set impact analysis. And maybe due to lack of time we just move some fast forward process over here, but if you wanted to know more about this thing in detail, you can visit my YouTube channel where I have explained each individual thing in detail. Like let me just share that URL with you. You can just visit my channel, and here you can check the all different updates of smart narrative, dataset impact analysis, ignite announcement, and lots of other Power BI thing as well over here, right? Because I'm uploading new videos related different Power Platform concept on my YouTube channel, so mostly Power BI, Power Apps, and Power Virtual Agents and Power Automate content you can check on my YouTube channel. So just go there and check out different concepts over there, so you will get a better idea on that. So I think I'm good to end my session. If you have any question, you can connect on any of my social media handles. The details are here. If you are for the first time to my channel, make sure you hit subscribe and press the bell notification to never miss any updates from my channel. Stay tuned with me on Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, podcast and WhatsApp. If you wish to receive the daily notification from my channel, click on this link. It will be redirecting you to this form. Fill the form and you will be receiving daily notification on your WhatsApp number. Stay tuned with me. Have a great day. Goodbye.